All right. So a couple of my buddies have been telling me to update this video that I'm doing on my 1964 and a half Mustang. So pretty much I'm doing a LS swap with a 4L ADE. And yes, the motor is in there, guys, as you guys can see it. And it will have proper hood clearance. So pretty much I had an old motor laying around that I'm using for my mock-up. So I'm gonna do a slow walk around it so you guys can see everything. I did what most people do, the shock tower delete. You know, everything still has to be a body filler, so it's looking all nice and pretty. But the K member that I'm using is a AJE K member. So pretty much this will be a walk around of the motor. As you guys can see, I was thinking of going to a single turbo setup. So this notch for the shock tower delete on this side, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get a 3-inch pipe in there, so I might notch it out a little bit, but I'm still waiting for the shock to come so I can see what clearance I have. That way I can see where I need to notch. But this is a walk around of the motor. I'm going to do a slow walk around so you guys can see everything. Oh, and also with this mock-up, I have the oil pan. This is a truck oil pan, so you guys can get an idea of how low it sits, and you guys can see the clearance that it has. So I'm just doing a nice, well, not a nice, I'm just trying to do a good video to the best of my knowledge to help some of you guys out, because I've watched some of you guys' video and it's been pretty helpful. So here's the clearance with the headers. Let me see if I can get in there a little bit. So here's the clearance with the headers, and also I did a Borgeson steering shaft upgrade, and that bearing and stopper that you see is from Ford Bronco. It holds everything in place properly, and it also has a support in the back. And I just use a regular steering shaft, from eBay. Nothing too special. Let me get back out here for you guys. And as you guys can see, there's proper clearance. You can go in there, you can get to all your spark plugs very easy and have proper room. So this is just a video of the Mustang walking around showing you guys everything. So here's a clearance from the back of the motor to the firewall. Let me get this light. It's kind of dark. I'm in the garage. So this is the clearance you will have on the passenger side. You can still run your heater lines and everything. The clearance on the driver's side is a little bit more because I guess the firewall is kind of staggered. And as you guys can see, you'll still have room for your power brakes. So this is a video showing as much as I can. I might be forgetting a couple things here and there. Let me show you guys the clearance you guys will have from the front of the motor. Let me get this measuring tape. So pretty much this will be the clearance from the front of the motor. Let me sorry, doing this with one hand is kind of hard. So this will be from the front of the motor, as you guys can see, to the radiator support. It looks about maybe almost 15 inches. So I have another motor laying here next to my Chevelle. See, at first I was gonna put this motor in there, big block single turbo, but I'm like, it's already as disrespectful as it is to put a Chevy motor in a Mustang, especially a 64 and a half original car. But it's my car. I'm gonna build it the way I want to. So let's get back to the clearance. So let me stand up parallel to it. So it looks like the clearance from the block to the front of the balancer is about maybe close to 1/2 inches, and this is a truck balancer. All right, guys, so let me get to the 4L ADE portion of this swap. So I had a makeshift Crossmember. It's not finalized, but this is what I'm working with. All right, so here we go for the transmission portion. So this is the Crossmember that I came up with. It's not done yet. It's just for mock-up purposes, so I can see where everything is gonna sit at. I was gonna put a little oval loop in here and get the pipe bended, but from the looks of it, once it's up, everything will be even. And I'm not sure if I was gonna be able to squeeze 2 3-inch exhausts in there with the drive shaft, so I might just go 3-inch with the parallel to the body but the flat muffler. But let me get back to the clearance. Sorry about it, guys, I'm underneath the car. I don't have a lift. So in this portion, This is one of the major issues right here. This is the old transmission support tunnel little area. There was a hump there that was about maybe 1.5 to 2 inches. So that had to go in order to get this transmission to fit in there. And I had to grind this area. As you could tell, I went here with the grinder and I had to bang a couple areas. Sorry for the video quality, but it's kind of dark under here. But as you can see, the 4L ADE has proper room all around. I'm gonna go to the driver's side so you guys can see that area. So on my way to the driver's side of the car, what I'm gonna do is next, I'm gonna see if any of my buddies have a regular, you know, like a Fox body headers or something like that. That way I can see what the clearance would be for that as well. So let me show you guys the driver's side clearance of the headers. So here's the clearance of the headers, but I'm gonna get to the driver's side transmission as I said. But here is a view from the bottom. Let me zoom out a little bit so you guys can see a little bit better on here. Then you guys can see the room for the transmission. You can see it has proper room. I'm gonna go back there. So this area right here was a little close, but I was able to grind a little bit and get in that area. So this was that area I was talking about for the transmission clip, but I think I should be fine just clipping it in and clipping it out. But like I said, guys, you know, there's a good amount of room in here for the 4L80 to fit comfortably with a little tunnel work and a little massaging. I already checked the drive shaft angle, so everything is good. So this is just an update, guys. And like I said, you know, the stock hood will clear the swap from the look of it. So I'm gonna get like the you know, the truck accessory mid mount. So the alternator should sit somewhere in this area. Just maybe, I think it's a little higher, maybe right around here, but I'm thinking everything is gonna clear flawlessly. Hopefully this video helps someone out. And guys, this is my update from my LS swap in my 1964 and a half Ford Mustang.